wizard.
Hi, I'm Everett Abrams, the Wizard of Wood, and here we are today on a location that my company is working on. And in doing this, we're doing some log home restoration. And in this case, there's usually three ways we restore exterior wood. One is just by hand, through tools, material, even maybe some products, strippers and whatnot, where we don't want water to get in the inside and we're just doing some agitating and rinsing. This, however, is a solid stain or paint on here, I'm sorry, and there's a solid stain underneath this coat. So what we're going to do here is we have to figure out whether we're going to use water and stripper or we're going to media blast. In this case, the water's out because this is an older cabin, and you can see as you go around there's a lot of, it's the old chinking. It's with Portland cement, lime and sand, and it's masonry chinking, and it was painted over. So this is an older cabin that we want to take care of, but we also want to be less intrusive to the interior of the home. Now, crushed glass can still get to the interior in any compromised areas, and we're going to find that out, and we have in this situation too as well. We've plastic the interior walls so that nothing, we're containing it if it does get through. We had 2 spots where it was getting through, which isn't terrible, and it happens on these kind of jobs, but much better to get something dry like the dry media than it is water. Water to the interior of logs and to the interior of the home could cause damage. So that's out of the question. The other thing too is really there's no 100% strippers when it comes to paint strippers or stain strippers that are going to remove everything 100%. So you're thinking, okay, well, how do they want to get back to the natural wood, which is what they're trying to do, and that's where media blasting comes in. We're going to walk around the other sides of the house, and you can see where we've already media blasted, and we're about to do this. We've used crushed glass on this. Crushed glass does really well. You can reuse it, but when you reuse it a second or third time, if that's the case, then it's not as effective. It doesn't work as well, just so you know. So, but you could do it to extend it, or if you had a little bit, a couple of problem areas, that kind of stuff. And we do that. We'll rescreen it, save it, usually for the end if we run out or we're getting low or we're trying to do that. But we typically use brand new crushed glass and the one pass, and it really does a really nice effective job, especially on this stuff. So let's take a walk around here and we'll see what we've done around the front and then of the sides. Now the guys have done really well here. They could have done a little better job with the tarps and tarping everything up, because we do try to remove as much of the media, which we're going to get this up, but we'll be blowing and shoveling and whatever else we have to do to get that up. But if you look, we've gotten most of it off the logs. There is some areas where we're going to have to do some other work. Most of it's on the concrete, and we do have other tools and attachments, both on grinders and drills and so forth, to help combat some of this. Now what we'll probably end up doing here is putting more of a natural on the wood, and you can see where we haven't got to it yet and where we have, and then we're probably not going over the masonry with white. If you would like, you could pan over here to the neighbors and you can see the white in the chinking between it, and a lot of people will do that. They'll paint the chinking white so that gives it that pop or that look, because right now the masonry, if you look at it, is just grayed. All right, we're going to go around to the other side now. As we go around to the front, you'll see where we've done the rest of this, and I'll show you where we're going to actually do some log replacement. And when you do log replacement on these type of jobs, that's not uncommon. And whether it's a quarter log, half log, or full logs, you have to determine that, and you have to work with that. It's pretty easy for these things to rot in certain areas. Now in this area, it's over here, and you can see where the gutter comes down. It's a rough area with water, and what's happened over here is we've got some water damage, and we're gonna have to replace all of these with the chinking and the logs. You are currently watching a Wizard of Wood approved video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching our videos. So that's why this hasn't been media blasted, because this is getting replaced, but the rest of this all has. There's some filler in some of these logs. Now they use the masonry in here And there's some places where they use caulk, they use all kinds of stuff. The best thing to do is use a chinking or energy seal in there. If the cracks are big enough, we use what we call backer rod, which we don't have it here right now. I should have had it for this video, my apologies. But basically it's like a styrofoam material that goes in, and you use that to fill it in, so you're just not putting tons of chinking into the cracks of the logs. So we put the backer rod in, fills it in, then you put the chinking over top. And that's what we're doing here. This is next level restoration, I guess, when it comes to exterior wood restoration, is the media blasting. But it's where the Wizard of Wood and my company have gone in the industry, and what we do. We really love doing this kind of stuff. When you can take that paint off and get back to the natural wood, you're a hero for the customer. You got a customer for life. They'll keep up with you with the maintenance of this. We'll keep this looking good for them for as long as they want us to. As long as they're around and I'm around, we're going to keep doing that. That's the joy of this stuff. They're already blown away by the results of this. We'll post some video in this where you can see what the media blasting looks like within this video. And it's really neat, but it's not for the faint of heart. It's a little bit of work, and with that comes a higher ticket on the other end for the customer to pay, but it's also better in profit margin, but it's also it delivers the results, and that's what you're looking for. So again, Wizard of Wood, talking about some next level restoration stuff. I'm talking about media blasting. Like I said, I alluded to crushed glass. A lot of people don't use corn cob and walnuts and some of that stuff anymore. People still use it, but a lot of people got away from it because when you're done here, it's going to leave residue, and you have to blow it off. And Osborne brush, which you can look that up, Osborne brush, OSBORN, to buff the logs and prep the logs up. What happens is if you leave a food source type of media on there and then you stain it, it can mold underneath. And there was a lot of issues in the past with that. So crushed glass became a little bit more popular when it comes to log home restoration. So that's our media of choice, is crushed glass. And that's what we use to get these logs back looking like they are. A little longer video than most, but I want to be a little detailed in the conversation. So if you're looking at this as somebody is in South Jersey and you're looking for us to do the work, my DRP Enterprises company, we can do the work. If you're looking at this and you're following the Wizard of Wood, well, you can see some of the work we do. You can see why I do some of the videos I do. And it's not just all the chemicals, it's not just all the strippers and everything else that we do. Sometimes it is media blasting, mechanical stuff like I alluded to, as Osborne brushes, different attachments for grinders, drills, and actually specialty tools too, with rollers of different sorts of different grits that you can use on decking and flat wood as well. The Osborne brushes work really good on the rounded logs. So once again, Everett Abrams, the Wizard of Wood. Hope you've enjoyed this video, talking a little bit about something different when it comes to exterior wood restoration. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll be sure to answer them for you. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Have a great day. Hi, I'm Everett Abrams, the Wizard of Wood. I got the Wizard of Wood from my peers in the industry, and being the Wizard of Wood, I provide education and have been for well over 20 years and over 10,000 contractors across the nation. So thank you for watching the video. I'm glad you are. But if you want more information and you want to become like the Wizard and have the knowledge that the Wizard has had and it teaches in classes, please visit www.wizardofwood.net. You will get our manual, we get our online classes and everything to help you take your career to another level. Thank you for watching the video.